So what can you learn from an off-road racer that's won the Baja 1000 three different times in its class? Well, I've got 4 points. One is identify your weaknesses. When I started racing, I raced in the passenger seat, helping the driver see success. And after 2 years of doing that, I decided I would start my own team. Well, 2 years in the passenger seat didn't necessarily qualify me to be behind the wheel 100%. So I knew my weakness was I didn't drive. I understood the terrain, the mechanics, the race scenario, what the terrain looked like, but I hadn't had the behind the wheel experience. So I had to identify my weakness, which was driving. But then I had point number 2, the willingness to learn. I hired somebody to teach me to drive the vehicle, right? And, it's easy to let our ego get in the way and not want to learn from somebody else. But when you are willing to learn, you can take your game to the next level. The next thing is never give up. Never give up. It's going to be hard. And that's the 4th part is success is hard, but it's worth it, right? By not giving up out on the race course, especially in off-road racing, you could be in the middle of nowhere, have time to fix your vehicle, some things, and get back on the course and still win the race. But if you give up, you'll never have that opportunity. And by the way, it's not easy to change an alternator in the middle of the desert when it's 115 degrees and the alternator is buried in a bag somewhere that's been bouncing around. Not to mention the engine is flaming hot. You're trying to, get the bolts off and belts and everything. It's hard, just like business. It's hard, but it's worth it. There's nothing like standing on the podium after a successful finish because you didn't give up. You were willing to learn because you knew what your weaknesses were. And now you're at the finish line. So take those 4 lessons from a person that's won the Baja 1000. Very grateful to have done that, and apply it to your business. Success is hard, but it's worth it.